Hey guys, this is DFD, aka Dark Frozen Depths, back with more Sengoku Providence. Now, there's a guild war that's going on, and it's almost over. I'm not going to really do too much on it, but we had our teams buffed up a little bit, and in order to set and buff up the teams and everything, you gotta have Battle Force, which you need to spend stamina or 1 million coins, which I wouldn't recommend. You can also go into Total War and build it back up that way. But main reason I'm doing this is trying to get more Magatama, because I've been grinding cats in order to get these coins up there that high. So I'm going into the storyline, and even though it says to use a water team, it's got a water team, so you need wind. I'm going to break out someone that actually helps me out more, which would happen to be definitely this Darkness Girl. And I'm going to break out a team that'll actually be pretty substantial against that. I'm going to change out Nobunaga because she'll be weak against these guys. Nobunaga's useless in this. Well, she's not useless, but it's a bad idea to bring up a fire against a water team. Obvious reasons. Because even though there might be some people out there that say, oh, water won't always take out a fire, you still can't burn water. There's no way to put burn marks on water. Fire can indeed be lit underwater, but it cannot burn it. Fire has no effect on water. Kind of like how water has no effect on wind, it just gets pushed around by it. But in this case, I'm going to... Since it's a critical upgrade for darkness, I'm just going to break this one in. I'll even get a drop rate increase, but I'm not even going to care about it. But she'll come in, she'll give me instant critical. I can bring in the second one of her and actually give it 60%, which isn't a bad idea, really. In fact, let's go with that. I will change my formation for that. But she's only got 1530, she's not all that strong. So it's a huge attack power, defense, speed, and a few other things, so... But it'll still be worth it, because of the simple fact that she'll end up boosting crit by 30, the other one boosts it by 30%, I'll get a lot of critical hits off. This is a nice little exception to the rule if you don't have strong characters, because I do have a win team, they're just not all that good. And this is hard mode, so they're gonna have trouble. In the previous stage, I didn't show one of them actually got killed off. But there's going to be a lot of critical hits. Definitely helps. Not to mention with two of her here, there's two healers. That's the thing, I haven't even seen a normal hit yet. And I got one of it able to do invincibility. I doubt she'll do another time. You have to be really picky and choosy on what you do, because these guys can actually hit you pretty hard, and you really want to cancel that. If possible, try to take them out in according to turn order. Like, I know this one's not getting another turn that rolls around. They love hitting her, so I'm going to put up the invincibility on her. That way she can withstand at least one more hit. Because I really am getting sick of them attacking her so much. You still got 2 cooldown, but that's why I brought up the other healer too. Although if I risk it, I can wait. I'm not even gonna kill her. Cause she wouldn't have survived another hit. Now then, I need the attack up. One more turn before the invincibility kicks in again. I'm amazed they didn't both go after her. If that gets a few of them out the way, you definitely need to heal up. But that's why I saved it, because after each wave, you'll get half your missing health back. Nice little strategy to keep in mind. And I just love this girl. She's pretty freaking strong. Let me see who you're going to want to attack first. She just seems to randomly go after people, so... But a decent enough strategy helps out. But now I need to restore my stuff. And unfortunately, I kind of don't want to do that because my stamina's pretty low right then and there. If I could show off a little bit about the Guild War thing. Like, for some weird reason, they just wanted to buff up a whole bunch of points, and it's just weird. They were pretty easily laid back, but then all of a sudden they even put some Hime down a little bit. Wow. They came out of nowhere. But that's the whole thing in Guild Wars, it's just tricky. I can't even buff up the defenses or anything. They're about to do a reset anyways. And not to mention, it's already 6, so that means the dailies have shifted around. Which is the thing I wasn't exactly looking forward to because I wanted more coins from the weekend, but what can you do? I'd have to really just burn the crap out of Magatama, and quite frankly, I kind of don't want to throw another one there, but I probably don't have much of a choice. But I've been beating this girl too, in order to get some of her stuff. Like when you look at the daily girls, they'll show you who you can actually get. Like Hihi and Susanna O, but they're both white. Hermitinity's white, Demon Bear is not. But if I'm going to throw Magatama, I'm going to have to go back to storyline and do that. Because I definitely need to build up Magatama so I can actually go hunt down a few more cats. So screw it. I'll even do something interesting. I will run a storyline fight here, then go into one of the 5-star girls and actually beat her. No fire. You have a critical rate of parry point blank. And your win. So that's a 5. Don't do too much for anybody. Yeah, I'll go with her. So I'll still have a 50% critical boost, but I'll also have a win person help out with extra damage. It's a win-win. The simple fact that you want win damage in this if you can help it, but only if they're strong. So she only gets 20% critical increase, but they get 50%, and they need the extra damage. Seems like they want to go after my favorite girl. Like, even without the critical hit, she's doing as much as these girls, so... This is what I meant about the AI in another vid. They're spiteful. They love going after one girl. They really do. And usually the ones that take the most damage. Because they screw it and just hit them all. Well, actually, let's up the attack power. Because I got 2 of them, I can do it. I'm going to throw out this heal because I'm not trying to see her die. See, she even gets a bigger attack boost, so that was safe because there's always one taking the enemy in the last wave. But this is the whole strategy thing. You use is just pull off. Somebody else is gonna get a hit in, maybe. But that was way easier with this team. Showing her critical boost and the fact that she hits hard. That helped a lot. And I got 2600, just under the level up mark. Just what I wanted. Because I can burn 50 stamina for a free shot at this one chick, and even if I fail that, I got more stamina to come back here. Because it's possible for me to fail. These are white girls and they hit hard. And a few of my strongest girls are actually darkness. But I've seen Hee. Let's show off Susanna. No, let's go get more Hee-Hees because I don't get too many to her. Not to mention this will be the first time I can clear it without Magatama, so that'll actually help out. Screw all of those. I want a strong darkness, which I haven't seen. Going out and going back in shuffles the list, so that helps out. She'll have drop rate if she comes in, but I don't want a darkness team. I just don't want an overpowering darkness team. I want one that can actually do extra darkness damage, but I want somebody that can tank a little bit too. This is where my new leader comes in. That water girl named Eosu or Leosu or something. You can get her from the gacha, maybe. But you'll likely need paid Magatama in order to try and go after her. You can do it with free, but it's not really as easy to pull off. But I'm pretty freaking fast. They're already going after her. I don't like that. Looks like I'll just have to outright hit him hard. Because I'm not about to try to see her die already. Again, spiteful AI. They're going after the one that takes the most damage. You know what? Even though it's gonna... It's better safe for the last wave. Again, these girls need to die. They're doing some very spiteful stuff, and I need to take them out as soon as possible. Especially since she's likely to get attacked. But she didn't take as much damage this time because, hey, guess what? She's resistant for the first turn. Meaning until she gets a turn, she's going to take 25% of the damage she normally would. And this is what I hopefully want to do. Stun her. And I got all 3. Very good. Defense up. Which ain't going to help her much because of the weakness aspects. Next turn she'll be able to hit him with her strongest again. And she re-stunned whoever didn't. So let's... I'm not even gonna waste it. Because I got a few all attacks coming in. I'm hoping to re-stun her. The more you stun the boss, the more it helps. Which is what I'm glad about, because I got 3 girls I can stun. But she won't survive another hit. I don't even want that one to raid in if possible. That way I'll be able to call one back. She gets another turn in. But I still managed to clear it. 1 casualty, but that's because they want to go after the darkness girl right off the bat. But I got another hee-hee just in case I need to godify with somebody. And this is the main thing I wanted. When I hit level 60, I'll get more Magatama off a quest. But I've leveled up. I can go back in this storyline and get some more Magatama. So that's a nice little boost right there. She won't up the critical rate for everybody or anything special, but she boosts her own attack power really high. And considering the fact that these guys are already weak against wind, she'll hit them hard. I'm pretty sure she'll take out a third to maybe half their health in one hit. More than that. Very convenient when you can 2-shot. Even better if you can 1-shot. And they want to go after her too, which means it'll take a while before they kill her. I'm still not entirely sure on what each and every girl does, but a lot of them are pretty strong. But she'll seriously hurt a single target, by the looks of it. 300% multiplier is pretty strong, especially considering the fact that she hits hard and I got somebody else that increases her attack power even further. So that's really going to help. Let's leave this up here. Anybody she attacks probably will die. Pick you up and turn over. You're not going to get a turn. You're not getting a turn. And you're not getting a turn. That's why I say pay attention to the turn order, because when you can take them out and avoid them getting turns off, that's where it really helps. So let's put a few up. Take a shot at the leader because you have no health. Whoever she hits with this is going to die. They just wanted to hit everybody. Can't attack you with that. She hits everybody, that's why I try to spread the damage. Guarantee 1 shot. Now, I would have went after her normally, but she was paralyzed, so it didn't matter. Also, keep this in mind, if they drop a blue orb, that's a 3-star or 4-star that you just got. But they're not worth it from these. The only orbs you want to see is foxes. Let's see, here's the fifth storyline part of this chapter. There's a Magatama reward for it. There's another one for the bounty battle, which they don't mark. But that's a thing. Now, I actually want to shuffle unless I find a good darkness, which I do not. So going back and back in, we'll zip and shuffle the list. And yet again, this looking like a bad draw, but she's a 6-star, so I'll break her out. Plus, she's upping attack power by 30%, so 30% crit increase, 30% attack power. That's a very nice boost. Even if weaknesses aren't in play, they should hit pretty hard. And again, they want to go after her. What do they have against her? In fact, what does she have against her? She keeps going critical on her. Yeah, you gotta die. Your problem. If it could be health, I'll save everything but my heal. Might cause an invincibility on her. Just because they love hitting her. Yeah, it won't matter. The thing that doesn't help is that she's so fast, so the invincibility doesn't help as much. But I'm gonna throw this heal at her. Everybody can use it anyway, and they love targeting for some weird reason turn. It's like the one that's the most useful they like taking out, like her attack buff really helps. Oh, she's really faster than her. Now you can get shot. I almost got one shot. She loves hitting all targets. There's not too much of a difference between these You follow up with your paralyzed, which she took them all out anyway. And there you go, I just cleared another chapter. Bounty battle's just a measly little 1 stamina. Don't even worry about it. There's also points where you can cut down the stamina cost by half on certain days. Go up with that. Because it just seems weird. Take that 20. Now, when it comes to the bounty battles, or hunting down Tanuki and cats, I would suggest taking a high luck character if you can. Even better if they have a drop rate increase. But in order of importance, it'd be the drop rate increase and the high luck. Or else the luck is absurdly high, like 75 or something. Even 20 is pretty high. But I'm throwing off every last one of these Tanukis because they're all pretty pathetic. This one isn't exactly, but they're not worth it. Not with the days where you can get them from the dungeons. Like, these ones only give about 6,000 experience points, and these ones give 60,000. The next one up gives 600,000, and I think the last one gives 6 million. But the last one, which is called a Veteran Tanuki, you're not going to get them unless through special means. These ones that give 60,000, they're okay, but they're not worth grinding for. But that was the main reason why I cleared that quest. Chapter 10 is done. Now when I go back home, and oh look, I got gifts. This one's from the Guild Wars. And you want to farm those medals because there's a few There's a few girls that can get in there, and those are also the best way of getting the veteran Tanukis and whatnot. There's my 2 Magatama. If there's a mission that hands out more, that helps, but they usually hand out stuff like these. You want the cloths too. You'll need a lot of them, especially when you go involved in the Harrow Star girls. 5-star needs about 15 of these. You might be burning Magatama to try and get those materials too, which isn't a bad thing. I did it just so I can quickly get some strong girls. Because the quicker you get your girls upgraded, the better. But if you want really strong girls, Gacha is really your best bet. And you probably should pay for Magatama in order to actually get it. Because the majority of these little 10 draws that they have in the normal section, the majority of them you can only use paid. Like this one's got crap chances at a 5-star. But this is the only one I do believe you don't need paid Magatama for. See, you don't. All the other ones you need paid Magatama to get their 10 draw, except for these ones down here. Not worth it for the 3 stars unless you're just trying to get specific ones. Not worth it for the 4 stars unless you're trying to get specific ones. This one you have to pay for Magatama. And it's a whopping 280. Most you'll get is about 175, I think. And one bulk patch, and that's $100. It's expensive. But doing that a few times to actually get you a few 10 draws up to 5-star girls, I suggest doing it at least once if you really got money to burn, because the simple fact that it's like nothing but 5 stars, nothing but girls that can evolve and godify. They're all strong and go up to level 99. Now, if you build up enough Senki points, you can actually exchange for different girls too. I am almost at the point where I can actually get some 3-star ones, but you need a lot of points to get the 5 stars. Actually, no, I can get a few 3 stars. Not worth it though. 4 stars only if you want specific ones. Just save up for the 5 stars. Or even event rewards. But this is where you also exchange your medals from Guild Wars. And I've been saving them up. I got 74. I need 360 to get that guaranteed 5-star. I'm getting close to this 4-star girl. I get them just for getting them. But save up for the 5-star first. I can even get a lot of these strong foxes. Because the great foxes give you the biggest boost. But if you're going to spend on any of these, save them for veterans and Tanukis. They give you a crap ton of experience points. 20 medals a piece, but yeah. No point in burning for materials either. You'll get a decent amount of Imperial Mirrors and all that just trying to grind this stuff out. There's no reason you should be spending on these. At all. Not even for the sake, which seems to be the hardest one of the 3 to get. But going into the main thing I wanted to show off now that I finally got some Magatama is this. Especially considering the fact that I'm running out of time and I'm almost losing the point where I can actually start grinding more of it. Because after this 36 minutes, this won't be up for another week, almost. Anytime the hidden gold man pops up, you want to try to at least do it a little bit. Burn your Magatama if you can. In part for, of course, you're going to want to increase in the drop rate. Explode the war rate up is the way to go. Which is why I'm about to switch out my team again. Like, you're coming back in. And I could leave her in just for damage increases purposes or whatever, but I just like having Nobunaga because of her raw speed and attack power. Like, she's my fastest girl. But yeah, Spoils of War increase, you'll want those. especially the larger versions if you can get your hands on it. I walked out and got that gacha girl for one of the special gachas that came out. Oh, and speaking of which, there's 2 gachas that specifically come out the minute you start this game. Be very careful about that. They will go away very fast and you will never get them again. I missed out on it. Because they were giving out guaranteed fast ones. But you had to pay for the Magatama. So anybody that's honestly thinking about playing this game and hasn't yet, you might want to keep that in mind. You do not want to miss out on fast star girls. I'm not even sure how much Magatama it takes, but honestly, I'd say build up maybe 50 or maybe $100 in order to take advantage of at least of one of those gachas, maybe both. Because that's the whole thing. Like, scrolling down, like, they mentioned all that stuff, but these little limited gachas, like the startup and everything, this only lasts 2 days from the time you start the game. And that's only 5. But I'm going to run this one more time. There's a 5-star. Take her. Go back into battle. And you'll get a decent amount of cats. Cats are the best way to build up gold in this game. You also want to do the same thing for Tanuki when you really want to upgrade a girl. Or even the materials. But this is another reason why you have to drop rate. You might get 2 in once. Because that's still very possible. Multiple cats from, like multiple orbs from one cat, you'll definitely want. Especially if they're the golden ones, because these cats give you a lot of gold. But they're the hardest to get. You'll mostly get these silver ones and these bronze ones. But oh look, I'm out of stamina. This is why you go to the storyline and get Magatama. Back to full. There you go. And just have at it again. The higher the level, the more stamina you have per Magatama too. Keep that in mind. So you might want to upgrade your levels as well. But just go in and just repeat the process as much as you need to. Try to get as much coins as you want. In my case, I just burn out Magatamas solely on the coin increase because it gets expensive upgrading these girls. Especially at higher levels. The more what they have, the more it takes. You might even work outside these little bird things that always drop these Imperial Mirrors. You'll need them to if you're trying to evolve a girl from 5 to 6 star, you will need an Imperial Mirror. Now, you won't find them on the Tanukis, but you will find them in the cats and the upgrade materials. It's a rare moment, but it's worth it. If you see 4 rounds in the cat thing or in the materials, you will get one of those. But that was a very good haul. Imperial Mirror and this. But that's all I wanted to show off. This has been Dark Frozen Depths. I will upload more Sengoku Providence, as well as other games. Elsword's a little bit touchy at the moment because of the FPS issue. So I'm trying to find ways to get around it, but no guarantees. I might flat out just put that on hiatus because I haven't logged in for a while due to that. And I do want to upload videos of that because they just released the 2 Solace areas that I've been wanting to play. As for this game, they're going to add more storyline. You'll see some stuff on that too. And I'm also going to eventually get a good grinding method video up just as a guide for people that's kind of new to this game. I mean, I'm fairly new to it as well, but I caught on really quick. Not to mention I looked on places online just to try and find some help. But in the case of even upgrading girls, you'll want to experiment a little bit. The ones that come from the daily quests, they tend to be better godified. But in the case of the ones from like Gacha, like Nobunaga, or the one I had Ieyasu, who actually was a good defense barrier against that one daily girl, it might be worth considering either keeping them evolved or seeing if they're better godified. Nobunaga loses a little bit of edge on her leadership skill when she godified, but when she's godified, she does way more damage and she's much, much faster. So, it's more preference. Because even if you godify one or evolve one, you can switch them back and forth between to see who's best. But it'll cost you more materials and more girls if you godify them. But that's all for now. I will see you next time, guys. Take care.